In this activity, we practice drawing vertical lines. We start off by drawing lines on a template to guide the lines. We then move on to drawing a page full of vertical lines, and finally we fill in shapes with vertical lines like stripes. But first let's look at the movements that are needed for drawing vertical lines. Basically, when I draw a vertical line, I hold the pen steady and the wrist slightly extended and move the hand straight down the page. Now you can see how the movement takes place at my shoulder and my elbow. There we go. Now many children with movement difficulties want to draw like this. This makes drawing lines down a little tricky. So when we practice vertical lines, the idea is to keep the elbow fairly close to the body. Get the paper across so you don't have to move too far across, and then pulling the hand down towards the body. And you'll notice that my pen continues to point more or less over my shoulder there. As soon as a child moves the arm outwards, the pen points away. So you start at the top, pen pointing over the top of your shoulder, and you move your hand down and straight. Now you can see my lines are all more or less straight. They're also drawn with one smooth movement, and it's quite often useful to listen to the sound of the movement. Let me just do this again. Can you hear? Next, I want to suggest that you use a template that looks something like this to guide the drawing of the lines down the page. So you start at the top where the circle is, and you draw the straight line down and end at the square at the bottom of the page. I'm going to turn this around so that's the right way around. So I'm going to start at the top circle and go straight the way down to the bottom one. And straight down. And again, my hand moves down the page in one smooth movement. The idea is to draw the line from the top to the bottom in one single movement. Listen to the sound if you can. And you need to go fairly fast, otherwise you end up jaggedy and jiggering and hesitating. So the movement must be one fluid movement. Oh, I went a bit skew there. From top to bottom without stopping on the way. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of children using the template to draw straight lines. An important aspect of drawing long lines, especially repeated long lines, that in order to draw the line, you've got to move your hand down to create a line, but the next line, you have to move the hand up and position it exactly and accurately where you want to start the next line. So although we often pay attention to the movements that are used to create lines, we also need to start looking at the movements between the line creation. So I'm moving my hand up to a particular point and down to a particular point. So I'm going to draw a line, a circle here and a circle here. Now in order to draw a straight line from this circle to that circle, I have to move my hand up to the middle of the circle, move my hand down to the middle of the next circle. Now if I want to draw another line, I've got to move my hand up again. So I'm going to make a circle here and a circle there. Okay, so I'm going to move my hand to the middle of this circle, down to the middle of the next circle, lift it up to the following circle and down again. So the movement is backwards and forwards, whether you're drawing a line or whether you're moving your hand to the starting point for the next line. Once you finish practicing drawing vertical lines using the templates, Take time to fill a page with vertical lines using many different colors. So I'm going to start off with drawing some lines down, and then I'm going to choose another color. Remember, always have several colors available to give the child a choice about which one they're going to use. So now we're going to draw some between those. What else can I do? Maybe I can draw some cross lines. Aha! Listen to the sound. It's a nice smooth sound. Now I have created a whole... And here's another activity, drawing vertical lines. We can make a shape. Let's draw a truck with some wheels. And we're going to decorate the truck with vertical lines. Now the point is to maybe we can put some cross lines as well. And here are some examples of children's drawings using vertical lines to fill in a space.